Einaudi, what can I say? I feel like I've actually had a really love-hate relationship with Einaudi over the years. I actually discovered him when I was around 13 years old. My best friend and I at school, we were the really cool kids who used to go and ask for the key to the practice room, one of the practice rooms at lunchtime every single day, and we would literally just go upstairs and sit and play Einaudi for the entire time. So I've actually played through a lot of his repertoire, and to be honest, believe that through playing his works actually accelerated my skill level in order to meet the demands of the higher grades, so grades 6, 7 and 8. The pieces I have cherry picked today are my top 5 Einaudi pieces to listen to and to learn. I've noticed that the one thing that they all have in common is that they all have a really strong melody, which not all Einaudi pieces do. Sometimes the right hand also has that sort of hypnotic broken chord pattern, which, dare I say, it can become a little bit boring and predictable. Ultimately though, there isn't a composer which exists who I've absolutely loved every single thing they've written and wanted to learn it. So I am very much team Einaudi, but these 5 pieces are the ones that I know that I'll be teaching and enjoying for years to come. As always, I will sight read and record a short extract of each piece, and I will also give you my reasons for why it has made the shortlist. Piece number 1, and this is in no particular order, but is probably one of his most famous works, and it's a piece called I Giorni, which directly translates as the days and is a reflection on the passage of time. And you can really hear that with the way that the music flips between B minor and the relative major D major. It really does tell a story. We're in 3/4 time. The right hand has a very pure and simple melody, which is great for phrasing, and the left hand is extremely sort of repetitive, which is great for early intermediate players. Piece number 2 is Einaudi, which directly translates as the waves, and you can really hear that within this piece, even in the first few bars, which I'll play in a moment. So we're in the key of B minor, we're in 3/4 time. The right hand melody is very sweet and singing in its style, with the top notes which should be held and exaggerated, which is great for training voicing. Later on in the piece, the harmony becomes a little unpredictable through the use of accidentals, and the tonality becomes quite blurry, which I think is really clever. And that also, I think, gives scope for using the effects pedal too. I'm just in the middle of editing the video at the moment, and I meant to say actually when I was talking about this piece that I'd actually gone to see Einaudi in concert at the Symphony Hall a really incredibly long time ago, and I actually got him to sign the actual score for it because it was like my favourite piece at the time. And I remember I was performing this as part of one of my school recitals, and I can't remember who it was, but whoever was doing the page turning was a little bit animated, shall we say, and actually ripped through the next page as they turned. So it's a real shame that this is the actual score I've got signed by him, but yeah, it's got a rip in it. Piece number 3 is Primavera, which translates as springtime, and you can literally hear in this piece nature sort of bursting into life. We're in the key of C minor, 3/4 time. Just like Einaudi, the melody is really sweet and singing in its style. Later on though, I think the vibe actually dramatically shifts and becomes much more powerful, which is really fun to play. Piece number 4 is probably one of Einaudi's lesser known pieces, but by far one of his best. And it's a piece called Questa Notte, which translates as This Night. We're in the key of B minor in the Dorian mode, which is great for exploring the Dorian mode for the first time if you haven't already, because of that raised sixth, which gives it a really sort of mysterious sound. And it sounds like we're about to potentially go on a bit of adventure, which is really cool. We're in compound time in 6/8, and the right hand melody uses a variety of rhythms within that, which not sort of your standard rhythms that you come across a lot, so it's great for training sight reading in compound time. The intro section is marked to be played as light as a guitar, which is great for teaching touch control, and the right hand comes back to this in between its main phrases, which is great for sort of teaching students to be aware of not only phrasing but allowing the music to breathe. Also, just whilst it's on my mind as well, with this particular piece, later on, I'm pretty sure it has triplets against duplets. In fact, I've got the book in front of me still, so hold on. Yeah, bar 116. So that's a really great way of teaching how to approach that for the first time. Piece number 5 is another one of his lesser known pieces, but by far one of my favourites, and it's a piece called Samba. We're in the key of D minor in 4/4 time. The left hand has a really strong habanero rhythm, which is great for introducing that, and also the right hand has got a really strong melody, which is fantastic for phrasing. So I really hope that you have enjoyed my top 5 Einaudi pieces. If you have any particular pieces that you love to teach or to play yourself, please comment below. If this has been interesting to you, as always, please like and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.